Hello everybody, this is Ody Knight of the Lifetime Backlog, and I am joined by my co-host, Beetorias.
What's up, gamers? How you doing, Ody?
You tried to go for the 90s approach with the zzz, you know?
Yeah, that classic.
Yeah. I'm doing alright. We're having a chat around the bonfire, in case you didn't know.
Indeed.
Indeed.
I didn't know I was in a podcast. Would you look at that? Okay.
Oh man, I like the idea of like so many people are doing podcasts right now. That like, hey, you want to be on a podcast? Or what's it about? Who cares? It's just like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's a good kind of podcast.
The good kind of podcast. I'm the janitor. I just walked in.
Yeah, come on in.
Yeah, more people the better. Why not? So B, I did something I thought I would never do again. I went back to the Dark Souls fandom wiki.
Oh, you did?
Oh yeah, we know how we used to hang out there a lot. You were there before you got. That's how we met. Yeah, that's how I met many of my friends today. Yeah, we have been around for years, and I decided to go back for the first time since like maybe 2020 actually.
Yeah. So are the same people still around?
Well,
At least people I used to know.
Oh, there's a lot of young faces there that are on the regular discussion board.
Actually.
And then they get like they get all like antsy and anal and whatnot if you don't take things seriously, which is the kind of thing you can expect from like younger people when they have a thing that they like. And
are they discussing? Are they
discussing
they're just Elden Ring's content now?
Oh man, there's a lot of like, who's your favorite Souls character and whatnot. It's just like, yeah, okay, cool. I went to the off-topic thread, the one that's the big one. It's at 30K right now, so it's pretty respectable.
Oh.
It's not the 50K. This is so we are so inside right now that anyone else listening to this has no idea what we're talking about.
I mean, yeah, I get it.
Yeah, it's such a niche of a niche of a niche that like it's practically alien to talk about.
Yeah, it's like a monastery in Greece.
Yeah,
where people just don't see the woman in their entire lives. Just some secluded place in like a monastery. Yeah, that's just how the fandom.
And it's full of meta jokes and references that don't make any sense to anyone else. Okay. But yeah,
that's how fandoms are.
The reason why I stopped going there was because the app stopped working. So if I couldn't do it on my phone, why bother? But now that I'm mostly working at home,
I used to use it solely on the app. So
yeah, that
is kind of bad.
So like
no, when I was on the fandom, that I would just use app. I didn't ever use the laptop ever.
Well, I'm mostly working from home, so like, yeah, sure, of course.
Yeah, so you can use the browser.
Use the browser now. No reason to log off.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. One of the dudes up there, though, when I went back, it's like, Ody, why were you playing Hunt Down the Freeman? It was like, what the hell? And I was just like, I gave them the same reason why we did in the last one, which was to make fun of it.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
I'm surprised they knew.
Well, now it's good to reconnect with old friends and, like, let them see what you're doing nowadays, if anything.
Oh, so you post the content.
I post the content around in a couple of places, but I send it there too if it's Dark Souls related.
Which Hunt Down the Freeman wasn't. But...
Hey, we made reference to Dark Souls a couple of times. We made as many references to Dark Souls.
Oh yeah, I did.
As we did Pal World.
Yeah, we said it was just like Dark Souls too.
Some people are gonna like they're gonna like hang you from like like the main mast for saying that Hunt Down the Freeman is just like Dark Souls 2. From the yard arm. From the yard arm.
But it is.
But it is.
Oh well. So,
all right.
Barbie.
Wait, yeah. Let's kick off. Let's go back to Dark Souls Aggression Modded. And we're back.
We're back.
Okay, we're going to start off hot right now because we're in one of the harder parts of Anor Londo. Yeah, you want WoG right here, son.
The rooftop.
Yeah. Yeah, we're up in the rafters, the church rafters.
Was this place optional? I'm not sure.
This place is not optional. You absolutely have to go through here. Yeah, so it's pretty...
That sucks.
The thing is that the aggression mod pulled, like, almost all of them except the very last one. So, like, at the very end.
It actually made things easier, I suppose.
It did. Most of them kind of jumped off to their deaths. In fact, do you see that guy on the right? He's climbing a ladder.
Yep.
He climbed back up. He jumped almost to his death, and he survived and climbed back up. Oh my goodness gracious! Now, no.
Okay, that is funny.
WoG out of the way, boys. Out of here.
That's some determination.
Damn, son. He must have fallen like towards that statue or something. I don't know how he pulled that off. Wow.
Yeah, very impressive.
Very impressive. Yes. Okay, as I said, Anor Londo was actually one of the hardest locations for me to do. Yeah, you can see that gargoyles going insane. It's also pulling those winged demons, too. Yeah, like
everything is glitching out.
There's a lot of respawning enemies that have very big proc ranges already, so they're going to be coming, like, all at once. Okay.
Yeah, we had that same problem with the sentries. The end of the last episode.
Yeah, we had the problem with the sentries on the other side. They're called sentinels, I believe. Whichever name, doesn't matter. Yeah, okay, so now we're dealing with the gargoyle. We also have a winged demon that's coming along. Oof. Yeah, we're going for...
Now I get why you said you had a problem. Now I get it.
Dark Moonblade, we're not going to hold anything back here. Just going to take them all on at once. Yeesh. Woof.
Like a man.
Okay. Oh, man. Somehow it hit that guy all the way over there. Oh, lordy. Okay. Yeah, Obsidian Greatsword with Dark...
chaos.
Yeah, it's pretty chaotic, but Obsidian Greatsword with Dark Moonblade is pretty strong. Ah, there we go. There we go. Got them both.
That's okay. Good. Oh, we got a shield. Right. Another duplicate.
Another duplicate. I'm not feeding that to fucking Frampt. That's a waste of time. Just throw it in the box and forget about it. Okay, so I'm trying to do myself a favor here because I'm like, I need a way to kind of like cut things off or have some distance away from everything else, but still be closer. Like, I need a place that's secluded, right? So it's not pulling everything
in
at once.
Real life, or like, are you like talking metaphorically like right now, or like for Dark Souls? I'm kidding. I get it.
You maybe get a little existential there. It's just like, huh? Maybe I do need like a quiet place to like set my thoughts straight and whatnot. But
don't we all?
Don't we all need therapy? Send help. Okay, I meant like I'm down.
Therapy.
I'm down here at the Dark Moon tomb because it's secluded and far away from everything else, so that I'm not pulling all the enemies while still sitting on a bonfire.
Okay. Okay.
Woof. Yeah, I also need to reset so I can get my miracles.
Everyone else respawned, didn't they?
Say again?
Now, didn't everyone else respawn?
Everyone respawned, but it was worth it to get my miracles back and to have a closer bonfire. Yeah, Painted Guardians are coming out of their fucking hovel right here. It's just like, how many of them are coming? It looks like almost all of them. Looks like almost all of them.
Yeah, all of them.
Yeah, let's run.
You can just chokehold them. So you can bottleneck them, probably.
I'm not gonna bother. I'm just gonna leave. Just like...
See you, suckers.
No, damn it, they still got on board. Yeah. I think I want to try to use this thing, this rotating stairwell elevator thing, in order to try to, like, bait enemies into jumping to their deaths. Because, like, if they're coming over to the ledge, I could try to move this at the right time, and they'll just kind of fall to their deaths.
That's kind of hard to time.
Yeah,
hey, that used to be a bonfire in Dark Souls 3 here.
What?
There used to be a bonfire here in Dark Souls 3.
Yeah, because Anor Londo is basically just this one part in Dark Souls 3, and there's a bonfire right there.
Yeah. This is the place where I used to farm Silver Knights for the...
I fucking blocked out that... I fucking blocked out that trauma that you just reminded me of.
Sorry.
It's just like, oh yeah! Trying to get buff Dark Moonblade in the Covenant was such a fucking slog.
Yeah, that was like 3. That was the one Covenant that would almost never work, so you had to farm for the Covenant items.
Okay, I'm a little screwed. My exit is covered with spears, lightning spears, and there are sentinels following me from behind. Ouch! Okay, yeah, this is a little chaotic.
Yeah, this is probably the worst. This is probably the worst moment in the aggression mod.
Okay. Yeah. So this is gonna be a little hard to pull off, but we're gonna get through it. I swear to God.
Meanwhile,
we have some news to share.
Souls news. Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Tell me what it is. Tell me what it is, B.
I mean, you already know what it is. No. Elden Ring's DLC trailer just dropped.
Yes.
Shadow of the Erdtree. I'm not sure if I spelled that correctly. And now
Shadow of the Erdtree.
Yes.
That's great.
Shadow of the Erdtree.
Yeah, coming.
Yeah, now we have
coming this summer.
Yeah, this summer, literally. Literally, yes. June 21st. That's the release date.
I want a Shadow of the Erdtree wet T-shirt contest.
Really?
Well, it's summer. Why not?
Yeah, sure. Like...
No, I'm kidding. But it'd be funny. It's just like we'll make Shadow of the Erdtree T-shirts and then like wet T-shirt contest out of it.
Do you remember the name of those T-shirts where you would just buy them and paint over them?
Tie-dye shirts.
Yeah, tie-dye. We can make a Elden related tie-dye event. Sure.
Sure. Why not? Okay.
That was done.
So I saw the trailer. Yeah, it's. I made a full video review talking about my thoughts on Elden Ring. I was kind of harsh on it, all things considered, but there's a lot to talk about. But I do think it's a very good game. I would put it like it's pretty high on my good tier if you look there. But that's just because FromSoft have very high quality control. Yeah. Do you see what I just tried to do there?
Well, I think
you just look up there.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I see it.
Oh, you see what? Do you see what they're doing? They're like, we're not going to jump off to our deaths. They read that one. They didn't find the one message that says try jumping. It's just like, nope, not buying it.
Yeah, they're probably smarter than the average Souls player then.
They're smarter than the average noob. Yeah, the average Souls noob player.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I made things a little worse, actually, because I can't even get through here now. No!
Oh.
Okay.
Okay, as I was saying...
Yeah?
What do you think of the trailer? In general?
I thought it was pretty impressive, all things considered. I'm more interested in there being more areas to explore than there being more bosses, really. I'm more like, yeah, I want to explore the world. I hope that... if it's not as big as the original game, having a smaller world to explore might lend itself to more details.
Okay.
It's kind of like what I said in my video review, where it's just like, if they made the world, like, it was 12 times the size of, like, Dark Souls 3, and they instead decided to make it, like, 9 times, we would still think the world was big, and there would be plenty to still explore.
Oh.
But there'd be more of a sense of quality control. Certainly, there would be less repeated, like, palette-swapped bosses,
Yeah, I get
obviously.
It. So, if you think that way, I got some good news for you. Because, I got some IGN interview pulled up, and according to Miyazaki, the DLC's size is probably comparable, if not larger, than the area of Limgrave.
Okay. So it's just like a roughly larger size of Limgrave.
Yeah,
that could lend itself pretty cool. What about that price point, though?
Oh yeah, I've seen it, $40.
Whoa! Holy shit! What's going on? I just Lord!
Can you pull that back real quick? I gotta see that again.
Oh. Okay. Rewind. Oh Lord. Okay, so I was looking at the time. What is going on?
Okay, I've got to see this.
So the Sentinels are following me down the path. The winged demons are blocking the way. Sniped. Half of my health gone. Come the Sentinels down the path. Everything's here right now. And then bam.
Oh.
Double sniped.
And they're
Holy shit.
Firing. It's so funny.
Oh my. I thought they would come down like the ramp, but no, they're up there. They're still shooting. In fact, I think their range is further than it was in the non-modded version.
You know what? You should clip
Holy crap.
That was really funny.
Oh my god.
So, as I was saying again, the DLC is going to be...
Miyazaki-san.
The DLC is going to be like $40, which is, a lot. But, normally that's a bad sign because, you just think that some publisher is trying to scam you out of your money. But, if we're talking about From Software, that just means that the content is going to be higher quality than usual. Because, I just simply have that kind of trust in From Software by now.
Yeah.
Like,
I feel... I'm pretty attached to the Ring City DLC from Dark Souls 3. Mostly because it feels like a very knowing send-off for the series on a whole.
Yeah.
Especially with how they use... they reintroduce his patches.
Yeah, you literally fight a guy who says Dark Souls. So, that's a send-off right there.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, Patch's storyline was
that is a
awesome
send-off. So,
in the Ring City DLC.
Yeah, absolutely. As far as this one goes, I feel like there's going to be an Elden Ring 2, obviously. So this DLC could be more it could be something along the lines of maybe Artorias of the Abyss.
Oh.
I wasn't going that far. I was thinking more could be if it's an area, a new area to explore with new bosses, could be along the lines of Artorias of the Abyss. Or it could be more what's another example?
Like the Dark Souls 2's 3 DLCs with the kings.
Yeah, which with the crowns and whatnot, the Scholar of the First Sin, where it's this stuff should have been in the first game to begin with. Yeah, 3 DLCs, lordy. Okay, especially since the Scholar First Sin and the Kings and Crowns, those tie in very much with the main story, and with Vendrick. So I felt that should have been part of the main game. But then again, I've heard some people defend base Dark Souls 2 an awful lot.
Okay.
Woof.
Here's something.
There's a lot of stuff going on.
Here's something
now
from the interview that you actually may not like. So remember how we talked about that you didn't like Melina, the boss, that you found it was unfair and unbalanced and so on?
A lot of people think that, but sure.
So Miyazaki-san basically said that expect more like her in terms of bosses. That's what he says.
Okay.
Are we going to have a difficulty spike in the DLC? Is that what I should interpret?
Yeah, you know what? That feels like it's an appeal for the sweaties, You know how, like, there's always some kind of clickbaity looking, like, thumbnail that's just like, oh, I defeated this boss, no hits, perfect no damage run, and whatnot. Just like, it feels like, as I've said before, that Souls games are an arms race with their own player base, making the bosses more and more tediously difficult.
Yeah, it's like, what do they call it in gacha games? It's like power creep. Yeah, it's
power creep.
Basically like the power creep and anime series.
Yes, exactly. Okay, so we're trying this again. This time I took care of the sentinel so that they don't stab me in the back when I'm trying to run away. I'm gonna take out things one at a time this time, or just like take care of the winged demons. Now we have the archers. Okay.
Yeah, that's gonna be a problem.
Yeah, their range feels like it's way over the top compared to how it used to be.
Yeah, you know, this scene is iconic. No, that's like
this is like
a YouTube classic. The most clipped part of Dark Souls, probably.
Yeah,
the rooftops.
This is one of the hardest parts of like any Souls game, really. It's not because it's using normal enemies and just level architecture, which is so well thought out, really.
Oh.
Whoa.
That was close.
Okay. So use the level to your advantage. He's just gonna hit the wall until he triggers his sword.
Oh, you didn't need to.
Yeah, I'm trying to parry him off. That's what I'm trying to do. Get off my ledge. I only have one wog left, and it's not going to kill him, and certainly not going to break his poise.
Oh, so I thought it would be enough to make him fall off, but I guess not.
No, you need to. If I wanted to try it, I would hit him with the obsidian greatsword, and then I would hit him with wog because it would stagger him. No, I'm just going to parry the guys. Just, like, it's easier, and more importantly, it keeps me in a fixed position.
Which is probably a good thing, considering the narrow pathway.
Yeah, you could easily fall off here. I had to grind the Silver Knights for a while because I needed to get their spear and shield and sword. Those are also unique weapons that need to be you need to get for the 100% achievement.
So 100% was basically all of the armor sets and weapon sets and miracles and spells?
No. It's all miracles, all spells, all of the magic. You don't need every weapon and armor. You need the unique ones, actually. And that includes stuff like the dragon swords. Priscilla's tail is one of the hardest ones to get, actually.
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
But I didn't know that Knight's armor was supposed to be unique.
Knight's armor isn't, but Knight's weapons are. Because they come from... I think almost all of them are related to attacking an enemy or a drop. Like a percentage drop. Oh, hey, Solaire!
I see.
My boyo
there he is.
My boyo is chilling out here, man.
How I love you.
Okay, so... Yeah, did you have more to share from Miyazaki-senpai?
Exactly. Yeah, indeed. No, the interview wasn't just about Elden Ring, actually. No, there was some... No, they also asked some questions on Bloodborne Remake, and, Miyazaki pretty much didn't say anything that... No, he didn't say anything that we don't already know. He more or less said that, Bloodborne isn't our IP, so it's not up to us to do what to do with it.
Yeah, it's Sony's.
It's up to Sony.
Yeah.
Yeah, more specifically, it used to be owned by Japan Studio, and I think now Sony owns it because Japan Studio.
Oh, Lord, did you see that? The Silver Knight just opened the door. And now I'm fighting Silver Knights in the bonfire room. Okay.
I didn't know they could do that.
Yeah, I think that's like the first time I've seen a Silver Knight open a door or touch a door at all. Huh.
I think that's the first time in the entire Souls series.
Okay, fuck it. Am I going to go through this legitimately, or am I going to do the skip? Oh yeah, there's a skip. You can actually do a jump in the middle of the staircase. I think I'm going to do it legitimately, actually. Yeah, I'm doing this legitimately.
Well, good luck.
Yeah, that's that break in the staircase where you can jump to the upper area is a classic speedrun
I think
strat.
I've seen it before.
I do it like all the time, but I was like, I'm gonna take the usual route and have everything follow me.
Probably my favorite skip is in Bloodborne, where you teleport to the fence by using the werewolf's grab attack.
Yeah, there you
it
go.
Basically puts, and it's basically a shortcut to all the way to Canehurst Castle. It's really good.
Yeah, really good. I have some news. Actually, I have a couple of things I want to share. So we talked quite a bit about Avatar: The Last Airbender and Netflix's adaptation.
Yeah, we talked about it in the last episode and the episode before that too.
Yeah, so we're gonna continue this train.
Almost as consistent as Shadow the Hedgehog.
Yeah,
which I've been talking about a lot.
Yeah, of course. Okay, I'm being bullied by Silver Knights right now.
Yeah, I can see it.
It's just like, hey! What? What the fuck?
Oh,
that guy, the Silver Knight did a backstab.
I forgot they could do that.
Wow. Do that. I almost always super dunk on these guys, so like they're actually really aggressive right now. Okay,
it's not, it isn't called aggression mod for a reason.
It's no tea party.
All right, let's go for it again.
So, Avatar: The Last Airbender. I've watched through the whole thing right now, the first season. It was 8 episodes, about 40 to roughly like 45 to 50 minutes each. So it's a bit of a set, but not as long as the original show's first season, which was about 20 episodes at about 24 minutes apart, a piece, excuse me.
I mean, Netflix usually does that thing where they first release a short season, like to test the waters, I guess.
Yeah,
they did that with
Netflix
too.
aren't. No. Yeah, and they like to do things like show off their numbers, like how many millions of dollars was put into this episode, like they did with Stranger Things. Yeah, the money's certainly on screen. The money certainly is on screen. I feel... Okay, so I've watched through the whole thing. Let me give you the spoiler-free version. It starts off good at the very first scene of the very first episode. But then it just kind of... It progressively gets worse and worse episode to episode. And, like, overall, I think it's better than the Shyamalan movie, as far as live-action adaptations go. There's only one thing that they did that I thought was worse than the Shyamalan movie, but that's for spoiler talk.
Sure.
Overall, don't bother. Like, the message should be stop making these things, Netflix. Just because One Piece was good doesn't mean that you need to keep doing this.
Yeah, One Piece was good. So, like, do you think it was
shit!
Do you think it was doing a disservice to the main material? No, they were doing all these weird changes and so on.
They're attacking me through the door.
Oh.
Yeah, there's 3 of them in that one room, and they're all like, "We're here now."
Funny. Why did they just open the door like the last time?
Yeah, I don't know. It's just like, just die already. Okay. Your question. Whether it disrespects the old show. Okay, let's not slow down now, because the old show is still a kids show from like a couple of years ago. Hindsight is 2020. You can make some changes that are for its betterment, and that's why I would pick maybe like the very first scene of the very first episode, because I feel like that's a change that actually adds something.
Oh, they did. That's good.
Yeah. The real appeal of making a show like this, like for any adaptation of the show, is to try to inject some original content where there was a missed opportunity to do so. And certainly the original show filled in a lot of spaces with a lot of flashback episodes and whatnot. But I feel like this one added something, at least in its first episode, that was like, this is a worthy addition. The whole rest of it is not worth it, though, for the changes.
Yeah.
I felt like, you know how like the first show is a kids show that can tell jokes and whatnot. It doesn't take itself too seriously. It can
most of the time.
It can take itself seriously, and it can it cannot.
Exactly.
It can have a push and yeah, it can have some funny bits for the kids and also some serious bits for like when you're older and you appreciate it more.
Yeah, it's
this one I felt like was very
watch with your child because you too can enjoy it.
Yeah, I feel like this was very not funny. I felt it has it has the kind of humor that you hear from like that focus groups would tell shareholders, right? Our focus groups tell us that they like humor, so inject comedy TM and humor registered trademark.
Netflix humor, basically.
Copyright. Yeah. Fun copyright. You know, like, this is the one that, like, had to have, like, as I watched through the show, and I realized that the number of writers involved with the story and teleplay increased more and more. You could tell that, like, there's so many hands in the pot, all trying to push and pull this thing in whichever direction. And it felt like there was very little in the way of humor and, like, levity to things. It was just, like, the only character that consistently is allowed to tell jokes is Sokka.
Of course.
And they're pretty tame in comparison to the animated show.
I mean,
yeah.
At least they have Sokka.
Oh, shit.
What the hell are you going to do now?
Okay, so the Royal Sentinels, which are the boys there with the cloths over their heads, those guys are getting pulled, so that's not great. Problem is that everything outside is also getting pulled now. Like, the proc range goes outside these walls.
That's
okay.
Kind of ridiculous. You're just kind of surrounded now.
Oh. I might have made a bad decision coming here. Because everything wants me dead. Okay. There's just two of them. I can take them on.
Yeah, we'll see.
No.
Oh, you got him.
Oof. Okay. Got one.
Man,
Don't kill me. Don't kill me. Yeah. They have weird movesets is what it is. The thing is that they're actually extremely easy if you fight them where they're supposed to be. Because you can just knock them off. You just, like, hold up your shield and they basically knock themselves off of the ledge. Because their moveset keeps jumping around a lot.
Which is, kind of fun.
Okay.
But
yeah. You know how to exploit them. So, as I said, everything else is still being pulled. So, this door right here. Hey, wait a minute. Are there two sentinels or are there more? Do you see what's going on behind them?
I think there's more than
There's some
two.
other guys behind them.
I think there's more than two.
I think there's more than two. Yeah. What's going on here? I count one. I count two heads. I count three. Yeah. Okay, open the door. Yeah, I count four halberds being held up right there. There's 4 halberds. Where do the other 2 come from?
I mean, what the hell are you even supposed to do about that?
Nothing. You run away. So I'm trying to figure out why and how that exactly happened. Okay, so we're back in the main room. We have just this one archer guy who's like, he doesn't even get pulled. He's just fine. You don't care.
Yeah, because
where do the royals?
Yeah, I think.
Where's the sense?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that ranged.
Where did the royal
don't get pulled as easily?
Okay, yeah. So that's what you're saying. Oh, hey, the black eye orb. It's quivering. Settle down now.
Is this the part where
did the royal sentinels?
Is this the part where we invade the NPC? I forgot.
Yeah, this is where we invade Lautrec. Yeah, okay. But where did the royal sentinels go? Did they get through this door?
What?
Yeah, they did. What? Look.
Are they in the boss room?
They got outside of the boss room. Okay. We were in here before.
Okay, I get it.
We walked outside through the top area, and then they somehow phased through this door to get outside, and that's why there were 2 more out there.
That's just silly.
Wow.
Don't open that door. Okay, maybe you should. But then run.
Oh, yeah, there's no stopping. There's no stopping past me. Yeah, look. There's all of them. There's all of them crowded together, walking into each other.
Man.
I'm in no shape to fight. I have no miracles. I'm down to 7 Estus. It's like, well, I gotta either go through them to get to the bonfire, or I just go fight O and S right now.
I mean, you can reasonably fight them
just
with
run the gauntlet.
Estus, but whatever.
But 4 of them? 4 of them with 7 Estus? Are you kidding me? With no miracles?
I thought you were talking about the boss.
Oh, no.
Okay.
I'm sure, but this is possibly. It is possible. I've done it with 5 Estus. But I'm more thinking that the better. I'm thinking more of the better part of Valor right now.
Yeah, fair. Okay, so are we gonna talk about the spoiler part?
Fine. I'm gonna do a bit of spoilers here. Timestamp between the beginning point and the end point for us talking about spoilers for Avatar. I know that you don't particularly care because you're not going to watch it.
Of course not, but I've seen I've seen the original series.
Yeah. So, the very first scene of the very first episode is the best the series this adaptation gets because it actually starts 100 years back with Sozin's Comet. And it shows you the genocide that happens with the Airbenders.
Oh yeah, I think I read about that. They said that they would do that. Was it written good?
So previously we said that they were going to excise. Okay, we have a real pile up here, by the way.
Oh yeah, Holy you did mention that they were supposed to remove the Sozin's Comet.
I said they were going to remove it. Apparently, that was just some false rumor bullshit. Oh, okay. They did have Sozin's Comet, and they do say it's coming back again for its 100-year rotation. So it is coming at the end, and it was kind of a cliffhanger tease at the end of the last episode. But the start of the first episode has Sozin bringing his firebenders, and they're super powered from Sozin's Comet, and it's directly about them taking out all of the airbenders at once. And I felt like they changed up the dialogue of the intro sequence in a weird way that made things misleading. Oh. You know how, we have the iconic opening. Yes. Long ago, the 4 nations lived in harmony, and everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked.
Oh, man.
In this one, they changed it to, all the 4 nations lived in peace for a millennium.
No? What?
And then I thought,
what? No, they didn't. Did they?
I felt like the original one keeps it vague enough that there's interpretation. It's long ago, the 4 nations lived in harmony. Doesn't necessarily mean peace, and a long time can be any amount of time, really. But the thing is that they put a direct amount of time, a very specific amount of time, being a millennium, and that they all lived in peace. So there's no holes in that. That's one particular way you can interpret that. The problem is that if everything was fine for 1,000 years, what did the avatars do?
Yeah, because I remember the plot lines with the Earthbender avatar. That certainly was not peaceful.
Yeah, so there was Kyoshi's side involved a world conqueror and whatnot. Yeah. It's just I'm sure someone would have mentioned there was a world conqueror if it happened a few generations ago. It was a little misleading because it's what did the avatars do for 1,000 years if everything was fine?
Yeah, they just chilled. They just hanged out.
It's
sure.
Yeah. Let's just go with the flow. It was what? Did they just handle street level thugs or something?
Like Batman?
Yeah, the Avatar Batman. Okay, we're back here again because I couldn't get to the other bonfire. It was blocked off by that roadblock, and I'm going through the rafters again, which you're never really supposed to do. Okay.
Oh, hello, Guinevere.
Get out of the way. I have no miracles. I can't throw you off with Wog right now, so just be peaceful and fall off.
Yeah, it's fall off by itself.
Yeah. So with Avatar, I felt like that first scene is pretty good. Mostly because it lets you kind of see the details of the actual event. You get to see like firebenders flying through the air like fucking Superman with their powers and whatnot, because they're like using the fire as jets. So actually getting to see airbenders versus like a big group of airbenders versus firebenders, this definitely has some appeal that the old show couldn't.
No, because we never actually saw them fighting together.
Yeah. So this is a good opportunity, is what it is. Every painted guardian is coming right here.
Well,
the thing is though, okay. So Monk Gyatso was Aang's original like airbending master.
Yeah, I remember him.
He was also in the original show. It's a little contrived because apparently Gyatso was directly killed by Sozin. Like, they met face to face and Sozin like torched him and everything.
Damn.
Which is a little contrived. Do you see what's happening right now?
That's like, should we censor that? I'm not sure.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna rapid fire through Avatar real quick. I thought the first scene was really good. The first episode compromises the first 3 episodes of the original show, which is fine. All 3 of those episodes basically were introductions to the world and its characters. The second episode solely focuses on the contents of, like, episode 4.
Oh.
And maybe some parts of episode 3. So it's like an episode and a half taking up 1 episode. Because it's mostly focused on Kyoshi's warriors and whatnot. So thought that was alright for the most part.
Was that the part where Sokka gets his ass handled?
He gets his ass handed to him because he's like realizing that there's people out there that are better than him. And like he's now in a big pond at this point. And he has some humility and whatnot. What I didn't like is the fact that okay, so the original show, Sokka gets some lessons not only in fighting, but in humility, because like they dress him up as the Kyoshi warrior, so it's just like he's in full geisha makeup, and he has the big dress warrior outfit on.
Yeah, I remember.
So he's dressed like a girl, essentially. It's like, it doesn't matter if you're dressed like a girl, whatever. Warrior girl, dressed like a girl, doesn't matter. You can still be a great warrior. And that's like his lesson. Because like he's sexist and whatnot, so he gets to learn a lesson. But now that we've removed his sexism for this show, because that's too dangerous. That's too edgy.
Yeah, we can't have that on Netflix.
Yeah. So in the Netflix show, Sokka does not get to dress up in the makeup and the dress.
Oh man.
Yeah, lame. It's just like what I say. What did I say about this losing out on some comedy? It's not just it's comedic, but just like it's not only just a comedic thing. They removed it because like you gotta imagine that there was some studio head or someone be like, we don't want that, no homo. It's like, yeah, whatever, dudes.
Yeah, I guess they were just trying to remove everything that's slightly controversial.
Yeah, it's just like we don't want to offend all the people that don't like seeing men in women's clothing. It's just like any abrasions, anything that can be considered objectable, remove it. From both ends, really. We don't want the leftists mad at us for Sokka being sexist, and we don't want the right-wing shithead grifters being mad at us for dressing up Sokka in a dress, even if the old show did it. So, like, fuck it. I think it was by episode 3.
Now we have nothing, no.
Yeah.
Which is silly.
Episode 3 is where things go off the rails, though, because now, when we were just putting in reasonable amounts of content in each episode based off of the show, we're shoving like 5 plots all at once, 3 of which are from the old show.
Speedrun season 1.
Yeah, it's like speedrun of season 1. So it's like 5. Like in episode 3, they go to Omashu and they shove like the Mechanist in there. And they also shove in like Boomy and whatnot, and like what else? I think they threw in like some season 2 stuff with like Iroh and Zuko hiding out as like regular refugees and whatnot. And then they have this whole new plot thrown in there that's about Azula, because we need to introduce Azula in season 1 because everyone loves Azula. So
I don't, but
it's a very busy episode, and like almost every episode towards the end shoves a lot of plots in at once.
Maybe they could have used more episodes, I guess.
They didn't even bother with some episodes from season 1. They didn't have the deserters, so Aang never meets a firebending master. They don't have the fortune teller episode. They don't have the divide episode. They only make references to some things. They did have like one part from the episode with Bato of the Water Tribe. It's just like, hey, that hot bounty
hunter fall down.
Yeah, they're all crowding around here. It's just like, we're gonna fall to our deaths because we're so intense on trying to kill you. Yeah,
that was silly. Oh well.
Oh lordy. Okay.
This is gonna take a while. What were you saying?
So I was saying that like, so let me just tell you Azula's entire plot for the season, right? So Azula is here. Sure. She's helping out Daddy Firelord with taking out the resistance, because it's supposed to be a reflection of like real life things of like Nazi Germany, where there were still German people that did not like the Nazi regime. It was just the government that took over at that point.
And so on, whatever.
Yeah, there are people who disagree with it, and there's like a resistance there. And the same thing with this show. It's like, we are planning an assassination of the Fire Lord with our pickaxes and in our rakes.
It wasn't in the original series, was it?
It was not. No, I imagine they wanted to add some layering to show that like not all of the people in the Fire Nation are bad. Even though the normal show basically said that anyway, the first show.
Maybe you should summon that guy. Oh well.
Yeah, that's Solaire, but I don't want to summon him yet. I don't want him to get killed too quickly, no matter how much health he has.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, what were you saying?
Azula is helping out Daddy Firelord by rooting out the resistance, executing dissenters and whatnot. But she feels like she's wasting her time, right? Her daddy doesn't appreciate her enough. Daddy Firelord is going on about how great Zuko is. Zuko found the Avatar. He's resourceful and strong and brave, not like you, Azula. You're just a suck-up. And then, like, she's all like...
around?
Well, hold on now. There's a reason for why it's basically the opposite. So, like, Azula's pissed off because, like, I'm super strong and I'm wasting my time here, and my dad's just playing games with me. And then at one point, I think towards the end of the last episode, she, like, fuck you, Dad, and she, like, pulls out the lightning, and then, like...
What?
Yeah, she pulls out the lightning, and, like, to show off how strong she is. And then, like, good. You're already my apprentice. Okay, pulled out the Emperor. Pulled out the Emperor right there. But yeah, apparently he was just actually playing mind games with her by saying how great Zuko is. By being like, oh, if I, like, make Zuko out to be this, like, this really cool guy, then she'll feel all the more compelled to, like, to hate him and to be a better pawn in my games and whatnot.
Oh, man. That's, like, the worst father ever.
Yeah.
Even worse than the original one.
Lordy. And yeah, it was I was really thrown for a loop when he was all like, Zuko's a cool guy. Oh my god.
So are we going to do that whole thing again?
Yeah, I died. So we're gonna have to do this again.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the hardest part.
This is the hard part, yeah. I'm going to wrap up with the spoilers right quick. Spoilers end here because I'm just going to say... I'm going to finish this by saying that I thought the actors did a pretty good job. I felt like some of them were a bit uncomfortable or stiff at the beginning. They got a lot better at it, more comfortable kind of filling into the character.
I
Yeah, they kind of filled out their characters as the series went on. I thought the writing got weaker, honestly, as it went on, because, like, these are the same characters in name, but they act kind of differently. And, like, by the end, they start making references and jokes to things they didn't set up. Like, oh, Sokka, he has stomachs in his head and whatnot. He just loves eating, and just, like, but you hadn't set that up. I don't think... Yeah. I think I've only ever seen Sokka eat, like, once through this whole show right now.
Have you heard about Show Don't Tell?
This is this is an example of informing character attributes. So
which is
not great.
A basic way of writing, really.
Yeah. I thought the actor that was playing Zuko did a pretty good job. He has a lot of stuff to do because he has to carry a lot of emotional edge, a lot of the emotional edge of the story, and a lot of action as well. He's basically in every episode, so he had a lot to do, and he did a pretty good job. I felt like he actually was building some chemistry with the actor playing Iroh. I felt like they were starting to build up a relationship. Yeah. All right. Wrapping up on Avatar. Now we got Lautrec. Okay. So, let's not do anything crazy here. The aggression mod is going to make...
What the hell are those little guys?
Yeah, those are his buddy friends. I think there's actually some lore...
Why are they so small?
What? Well, they're white. They're whites. They're like summons. But I'm just going to bottleneck all of them and just kill them right here. Fuck it. Don't do anything special. We don't want too much bullshit right now. Okay.
Oh, that was fast.
Holy crap! I had literally a dick of health left. Did you see that?
Yeah,
my health bar was completely empty. Okay. We have an opportunity here. We have an opportunity here. Do you see what's going on? Everything's still.
Good question. Yeah. Would the aggression mod still work? If you had the silent steps magic on?
If what? Hold up. What do you mean?
Do you know the spell in Dark Souls 3? Which silence your footsteps and so on.
Oh, silence. Yeah, there's also silence in this one.
Would that work?
I have no idea.
Mod? Oh well.
I have no idea. I think it wouldn't actually. Okay, I'm just gonna say fuck it. I'm out of here.
Yeah, I mean you should. He's
really just shredding. Go. He's shredding up my ankles. Fucking hell, man. Okay, fuck it. Screw it. I'll go in with just. Yeah, we're just gonna go. We wasted enough time. Solaire can find his way here. He's a good boy. He'll figure it out.
Yeah, I believe in Solaire. Oh, I can't.
Screw it. I'm out of here. Oh, okay. I would rather be fighting O and S right now than putting up with all this bullshit.
Exactly.
Oh boy.
Iconic.
Okay, the O and S. That's their rap duo name. Okay. So I forget which one I actually wanted to gun for fighting for the second phase. I think I'm fighting Smo, so I wanted to fight Ornstein in the second half.
Is it for the trophy?
Yeah. Well, yeah, because I've beat both of them on both ends at this point, but it's mostly just for okay, this is turning a real mess now. Do you see those guys right there at the fog gate?
I do.
Yeah, they're having a lot of fun. Oh, hey, Solaire made it.
Oh, Solaire's here.
Okay, so we're just going to take out O. We're going to take out O and then follow up with the S, baby.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah, we're going to start with the S and then follow up with the O.
Just like those child raps.
Yes, there we go. Okay. In case you don't know, best way to take care of these guys is to use the pillars to your advantage. To break line of sight and kind of make them and kite them a little bit. Nothing too intense. Yeah, we're just gonna...
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not...
Like,
look
after
at
playing,
it,
like,
dogged
Dark
out.
Souls 3 and so on, it doesn't feel as hard anymore. This boss, I mean. Like, I know this is, like, very infamous for, like, being very, very, very difficult, but, like,
Yeah.
after playing, like, really fast games, like Dark Souls 3 or Bloodborne, I don't think it doesn't feel as hard.
Yeah, I actually think that Dark
Like,
Souls...
compare this with, like, Millennia, there's definitely some power creep going on there.
Absolutely. I think Dark Souls actually fits in the perfect Goldilocks zone of difficulty, where it's just like, not... It's hard, but it's not too hard that it gets too tedious. And it's like, it's got a good, decent pace to it. Not overly fast, is what I like. It's not Demon Souls bosses, where it might as well just be a fucking toad it's waiting to die or something. It's like, things have enough bite, but they're not overbearing while I'm getting electrocuted to death. God. Yay.
Okay. Jeez. But yeah, now I get what you were saying, what you meant by arms race for difficulty.
Yeah.
Because like the players too have actually really improved over the years. Because people used to find this difficult, but now they're solving Millennia or whatever.
Yeah. And like, come on, more people care about Ornstein Smoke than they do about What's Your Nuts, right? It's just like, this one is the iconic one. This is the one that people can, like, they'll see it and they'll automatically know what it means. Alright, there we go.
Oh, almost there.
Okay. Yeah, we're halfway there on Super Ornstein. He's like being a real goon right now. Yeah, use the pillar! Use the pillar to your advantage! He's on top of it.
That's one way to use it.
Woof. Okay.
Really
Dark Moon Blade, Obsidian Greatsword. Holy shit, we're dogging him for like a 500 health per strike. There we go. There we go. We got him.
You got him, boys.
Woo! Oh shit!
Oh shit! Go!
Oh my god! I'm getting cornered! No! Elevator, please! Don't get on the elevator! Get on the elevator! Oh, we made it! We made it!
That was a lot of fun.
That was I saw those guys at the fog gate, and I knew that like a fucking floodgate of giants was about to flood in as soon as you beat Ornstein.
Like a water dam.
We made it. Throne is trash, but you know what? We made it. Okay. I have some other news I wanted to share.
Oh yes.
While we're winding things down here for a bit. Some of these other news. Time for the reward. Oh yes, it's the quest. It's for the breast. I mean the quest.
Yeah, it's magnificent quest indeed. So what are you saying?
I wanted to ask Winifred for her number, but you know, just to play it cool, you know. Just, as I was saying,
shoot her.
I'm not gonna shoot her. No. You think that I would? You do? Like, I'm not gonna shoot her. Do you think that she would appreciate being penetrated?
I don't think so.
She would. No, she would not. She would not appreciate that. I'm sorry. Please forgive me.
Oh, I will. Isn't it weird? Isn't it weird that Guinevere went off? She just left the lands. I thought that was really weird in the plot.
I think it makes perfect sense. You ever see situations where, like, royals know that shit's about to go down, so, like, we're gonna have to escape the country now? Yeah, Same thing that, like, happened with, like...
I mean, yeah, sure, but, like, what happened then? We just don't hear about her again.
Some people think that she is in Dark Souls 3.
Oh,
They seem to think that, like...
Rosaria.
Okay, we're back.
Too bad. Oh, yeah, good to be back.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what were you saying about the news?
Okay, so I have some other stuff I want to share. Uh, recently we had a Pokemon Day Presents, and they
Yes.
wanted to showcase a whole bunch of stuff. It was about a 12-minute video, so it's a breeze. They kind of rapid fired a lot of stuff at the beginning. Most of it was about upcoming raids. You love to hear the sound of that. Here's some multiplayer stuff you can waste your time with. Some upcoming raids in Scarlet and Violet, and like here's some new content for Pokemon Sleep, and like Pokemon Unite.
Pokemon Sleep.
It's just
you can't sleep without Pokemon.
Yeah, in case you desperately needed an electric rat to help you sleep, there you go.
Thanks, Pokemon.
Thanks, Pokemon. Pokemon Unite also got some content related to Scarlet and Violet. Some Pokemon from that next gen had dropped as well. So a lot of, and there was like Pokemon Cafe Remix also got an update. Like a whole bunch of like.
I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, you're better off not knowing. There was also Pokemon the trading card game got an app, so you can like you can bust packs from your phone and shit. So that's
basically
great.
Gacha game.
Yeah, there you go. We're saying the quiet part out loud. But the thing that happened at the very end, like the last 12 minutes, so this whole presentation had a lot of fixation on the unknown, which is the race of Pokemon that was introduced in Gen 2, that are basically like letters, right? There's like 26 of them, plus some extra for like question mark and exclamation point. So I thought like, okay.
That was the game with Arceus, right?
No. That was the one. Okay. Gen 2 was Gold and Silver and Crystal. That had Lugia and Ho-Oh.
Okay,
excuse me. So I thought, all right, maybe they're setting up that they're going to have a Gen 2 remake. Maybe along the same lines of, like, Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. That's going to be mostly, like, very, like, Pokemon Go mechanics inserted into a regular Pokemon game. But no, they didn't, actually. They took a real swerve, because in the last 2 minutes, they had a trailer that was, like, a laser light show. It looked like Tron, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen it, but it's... Are we back in the 80s now? What's up with that?
Okay, so it was a little misleading at first, but then you actually catch on and realize, oh, I see what this is. So they're actually going to do a Gen 6 remake, which is Kalos. Gen 6 Kalos, that's Pokemon X and Y, which were the premier games, Pokemon games for the release of the 3DS. And I don't know. I feel like
first Pokemon game for the 3DS, right?
Yeah, it was the first mainline Pokemon game for the 3DS, and I feel like X and Y are pretty mid, honestly. As far as Pokemon games go, I would actually put them pretty low on the tier. Or, I think they're rather below average games compared to the rest of the Pokemon games.
To be fair, at this point, there are more bad Pokemon games than good ones.
Yeah, Pokemon has... even being mid would be appreciable compared to what they've been putting out recently.
Exactly.
So the thing is that like I think so. They said they put a tentative release date for 2025 on this, and my thinking is that so the Switch 2 was also supposed to release this year, but didn't come. Right. But now they pushed it back to 2025. It's just like, oh, I see what this is now. They're gonna release the new Pokemon on the Switch 2 as the system seller.
That makes sense, but like I hope they can pull it off because it's a new console. That's always.
I feel like Pokemon seems to always start off rough whenever they have to get to a new console. I mean, that happens with a lot of games and developers in general. Be like, we're not terribly familiar with this hardware, so we don't know exactly how it works and whatnot. That's the same thing that happened with Diamond and Pearl, because like we are used to being on Game Boy games, Now we somehow have to make Pokemon work on 2 screens with some new hardware and whatnot, with a stylus. And like Diamond and
Like
Pearl,
what?
I have mixed.
Okay.
Diamond and Pearl, I have mixed feelings on, but I respect it because it's basically set the groundwork for what would be Pokemon going forward, up until like Sword and Shield. So like it did some important moves to change Pokemon's user interface for 2 screens. And we basically like would see very little variation for like up until like 2016. I'm buying up all the stuff right now. I'm spending all of my souls to fill up on shit. Holy crap. 569 Moonlight Arrows. Bam.
Are you trying to like max out all of your ammunition?
Yeah, I'm basically I'm gonna get the best arrows, and like what I'm actually doing is that like I have hundreds of thousands of souls and I don't want to lose them. I'm just spending them on stuff that I would actually want.
Oh, so
okay.
Like investment.
Investment, yes. Okay. Yeah, as I was saying, Sword and Shield saw the series coming back to using just one landscape screen, and that was also very shaky because it had to make a whole new design of user interface because they were used to doing things on 2 screens for so long. And like I feel like that's a thing that most people don't acknowledge about Sword and Shield, because like why it's so shaky as it is because they had to make a whole new user interface. So like they couldn't put the time into making whole new Pokemon models or whatever. Only for the newest ones. They couldn't, even though it's like they're basically using the same models and animations that they did in 2013, which is what Gen 6 introduced, because it was the first like full 3D Pokemon. Well, of course, it was not the first full 3D Pokemon. It was the first like time the mainline series had done like full 3D. You know, whenever they do their whole like box copies with like X and Y, red and green, stuff like that.
I get it.
So, yeah.
But like, didn't the last game also have didn't the last game also have a bunch of problems, like technically?
Yeah,
like,
and that's why there's no
like
fucking.
They still haven't. To me, it seems like they still haven't figured out what to do with the first Switch, and now they're moving on to Switch 2.
Yeah, I was about to say, there's no fucking excuse for that at this point. You already had your dry run with Sword and Shield, and you also did Diamond and Pearl, and you did Legends Arceus. Unless all of these are being developed by individual teams that are not discussing anything with each other, then like, yeah, it might as well just be a dry run for every single game because they keep pumping out so much stuff. Like, you got, like, think about all this Pokemon stuff that's come out in, like, the last, like, 3 years, right? It's overwhelming. It's oversaturated. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's much. So, I also have seen some people be like, oh, yeah. I've seen some people be like, oh, they're actually pushing it back to next year for, like, because of Pal World and whatnot. Because, like, the Pal World is, like, competition for it. I don't think so. Of course not. Pal World has hit, like, 25 million players at this point. That's nothing compared to Pokemon. Pokemon has billions of players. With the combination of the mainline games. Yeah, might as well be billions. Like, they got, with the combination of Pokemon Go, the combination of all their games, it's just like, they have $90 billion. They're the single best selling IP in the world. There's no competition for Pokemon.
Yeah, that's what we call a monopoly in the business, in the biz.
Yeah, and the only people that are doing the same thing might as well be bottom feeders compared to them. No matter how good
or whatever.
Yeah. Woof.
Ooh.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm not super jazzed for this one. I don't like. I think that X and Y are mid games. I think Kalos has a bad dex too. I don't like a single Pokemon on the Kalos dex. So like that's the Kalos dex I'm referencing is the there's a lot of skeletons.
Yeah, that's a lot of skeletons.
I'm trying to take out the Pyromancers so that they don't respawn, because they're just going to keep swarming me with the aggression mod. Okay. Yeah, so wrapping up on Pokemon, This does not change my mind. As I've said before, I have no interest in playing Pokemon after... Whoa! Did you see that?
Yeah, that's...
That skeleton just parried me. Okay, this is getting a little out of hand, guys.
Yeah, you're getting owned by skeletons.
They are swarming me right now. Yeah. Okay, let's
Not only they're swarming you, they're also outplaying you.
Yeah, I'm being played a fool right now.
Did he just do a roll?
Yeah, he spun himself through the air. Okay. Yeah, wrapping up, no interest in playing Pokemon. It's like the fact that they skipped over Johto or doing a Gen 5 remake has just, instead are doing Gen 6. It's like, well, that's great. That makes perfect sense because all of your models basically were generated from Kalos in Gen 6 and Pokemon X and Y. So it'll be like coming home. It'd be like you might as well just compare the two games at that point and realize that these are just the same animations, same models. So no interest.
It's possible that they just made it out of convenience. You're right.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that they can just reuse the assets, which was already a problem in the last gen. With the Scarlet and the Violet.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is a move not out of any kind of artistic description or anything. This is because of convenience. We already have all the models of Kalos and whatnot. That's where we generated them from. So, it's not going to be that hard to do.
Now that makes sense.
Yeah. Okay. So,
this is the hard part.
Yeah, so we're about to enter into the hard part. All the items I get to pick up, just nothing. I'm so full up on everything. Okay.
Do you have the lantern? The lantern item? Okay. I forgot about it.
There's the skull lantern, and there's also the sunlight maggot, which is the one I prefer to use. Hey, it's that guy.
I didn't know this guy had a unique cutscene. That's funny.
Indeed he does. It's quite a strange individual. I feel like hardly anyone talks about Vamos here. Mostly because he's extremely secluded. And he's in an area that, in the original game, there was no bonfire. But in Remastered, there is. So there you go.
Thank God. Mm-hmm. I think that's the one bonfire that they added with this one.
It's the one bonfire they added, and it was enough to make people really mad for no good reason. Okay, so shit's getting out of hand right now. Yeah, people were upset about any changes to their beloved Dark Souls, but I'm worried more about the fact that everything's jumping down this hole right now. Oh lordy!
I mean, that's good for you because you can bottleneck them.
Yeah, it's more about if they actually get past the bottleneck, because bone wheels inside of a small space like that can be very dangerous.
I imagine.
No. All the skeletons from up above have now dropped down here and want to fight. Ah.
This reminds me of that one boss from Dark Souls 2. It's a bunch of skeletons.
Yeah, the Skelly Boys. Do you see what's going on there? What the hell is going on?
Fuck?
What is that? What? Is he invisible and is he floating? What's going on? What was that? Why are there a pair of eyes floating there? What
I'm scared. Get me out of here.
There's a phantom skeleton.
A phantom skeleton?
No. Oh, fuck. No. Sorry about that, people, for seizures, if that was too much flashing. It's a Black Knight!
What the hell was...
The Black Knight's down here now. Like I said, Yeah, there's a Black Knight in the catacombs. There's supposed to be a Black Knight. But the thing is that, like I said, everything from up above is being pulled down here now. Oh, lordy.
That's silly.
It's like, where'd the Phantom Skeleton go? You saw that, right? I wasn't imagining things.
I did.
There was a pair of floating, eyes that was, above, way above the ground.
He was moving around, too.
Yeah, it was moving like a skeleton, but it didn't have the skeleton body. It just had the eyes, and it was like it was floating.
I think that was the spin wheels.
I don't know. It was like way up in the hair too. It was like I couldn't hit it or anything. I don't think so. It had a health bar. I think it had like a dot of health.
Yeah, it did.
I'm so confused. Okay, we're taking okay. So we're taking a bit of a circuitous route right now. I think, yeah, we're gonna do. We're gonna go to Papa Nito's favorite casket. Okay, but we need to get his covenant items. Is what we need. He has miracles and a unique weapon, so those are both relevant for the platinum. Okay, yeah. So his prop range.
You can change your gender.
What? Holy crap! How did I live there?
Is this the part where you get into the, into the graveyard, and change your gender?
No. This is the part where you get into.
Was that in Dark Souls 2? Okay.
That's Dark Souls 2. You're thinking Dark Souls 2. This is the part where you get inside the coffin and you're transported down to Nito's lair, so that Papa Nito's lair, so that you can get inside of the Covenant, the Gravelord Covenant. Trying to dog this fucking Titanite demon. He's doing like 1,000.
That was a lot of damage.
That was, and I died. Yeah, there was no way to get out of that one. Okay.
That damage was insane, though.
Yeah, that was pretty intense. I think he actually, yeah, I'm back at the beginning. Oh, boy.
That's gonna
be tough. Oh, I forgot to say what the title of this new Pokemon game was. Yeah, I totally forgot about it. Okay, so we had Pokemon Legends Arceus, which was trying to do, open world Breath of the Wild-esque, but Pokemon, but if it were worse as well. But this one is being called Pokemon Legends ZA. The Legends implies... Yeah, ZA. Legends implies that it's going to be like Legends Arceus. Potentially, probably going to be an open world but with Kalos. Yeah, going to play like Kalos, but with open world. ZA, I think, is actually a reference to Zygarde and maybe something else. Zygarde is a Pokemon that's relevant to Pokemon X and Y. You can actually tell that it was supposed to be a part of a remake game where, you know how Pokemon used to do things where it's we had Pokemon Crystal, we had Pokemon Platinum, we had Pokemon Emerald, which were basically how the Pokemon games should be done, where it's just put all the version exclusives in the same thing, but all the plot and basically it's the if we took both of the games and fused them together, essentially. That's and adds a whole lot more content. It's basically how I think all Pokemon games should be made. Stop making 2 copies of the same game with very little variation. God damn it! But that's a me thing. Some people have other opinions.
You gotta do it to sell more copies. That's it.
Yeah, that's how you game the market. But yeah, Pokemon.
Oh.
Pokemon Z was supposed to be the remake version for X and Y, but they skipped out on it. They did Alpha Sapphire and Omega Ruby instead. So this implies that that's what they're going to follow up on. Maybe it actually means Zygarde Alpha, probably. That's probably what it actually means, yeah. Pokemon Legends ZA. Not going to play it. Doesn't convince me to go back to playing Pokemon games. If I'm ever going to play Pokemon games, it's probably going to be for the channel to rank and review them.
And maybe for the footage.
Not gonna play new entries. No, nothing convinces me to go back to playing new Pokemon. It's pretty garbage right now.
I think this year you're not going to play any new games at all.
Yeah, that's what my resolution was. Oh no, my resolution was not to buy any games, any new games, in order to keep the backlog down. You gotta have a certain.
That's an important distinction. You're right.
Yeah, very different distinction. Last year, it was only playing new games. This year, it was to not buy any new games to keep the backlog down. You gotta have a certain level of self-discipline involved there. Okay,
like,
hey, we hit him in the air.
It's like a Christian vow of silence or something like that.
Yeah, a vow of no buying games. Okay, survive that somehow. Okay, I'm down to 3 Estes. Okay, I have 11 Eyes of Death. That's a perfect number. I need at least 10 anyway.
For the Covenant?
Okay. Yeah, for the Covenant.
It's so cute. It's so funny how he just jumps into the coffin. It doesn't climb in, he just jumps in.
Oh man.
It's so funny.
Yeah. Who do you think is the guy that takes you in the casket and whatnot?
Probably some skeleton, I think.
I like to think it's Patches.
Okay, here's a better question. In Dark Souls 3, when you're meditating, how the hell do you get to the Dragon Stairs area?
Well,
how the hell does that happen?
Maybe it was all a dream.
Maybe.
Okay. Yeah. I like to maybe it was all just a dream, you know? Like, yeah, we could say that you got teleported because you were meditating at the altar of, like, the Dragon Lords and whatnot, but it's just like, we'll bring you on over because you were such a good acolyte praying for us and whatnot. It's kind of one of those situations where you don't need to think too hard about it. You're here now, kind of things. It's magic and mystical. That's what it is. You know, don't need to think too hard about it.
Yeah, fair. And here
Tomb of the Giants. Here we are. This is gonna suck. Okay.
Whoa, this
I'm thinking about how I'm gonna
suck.
Yeah. I'm gonna enter the Covenant real quick.
By the way, who the hell is this guy?
You're not being serious, are you?
Is that Nito?
I was about to go crazy on you and be like, how do you not know Nito? Grave Lord Nito? The Lord of Death?
Okay, hold on. I thought you killed Nito in Dark Souls 1.
Yeah, but before you kill him, you have to join his covenant. Like if
so
you want to get,
only join the covenant before you kill him.
That's right.
Okay.
So you get this is his boss room, basically.
Okay, I see.
Okay. Yeah. You had me very scared there for a second. I was thinking, like, there's no way you don't know who Nito is.
I was just confused because I thought you were supposed to fight Nito, and like it didn't make sense for him to be, have a covenant.
Nah, it does. It does. He's that's how you get Grave Lord related stuff.
I see.
Okay. Yeah. Woof. Woof. You got me really afraid there for a second. Woof.
Sorry.
Yeah. I gotta stop and remind myself that you only went as far as O and S. So this is all new. Yeah. So Indeed. This is all new stuff for you.
Yeah, I've done some of the library stuff, but I've never went into the catacombs.
Okay. So we're then you should definitely know what's coming up next, though. It's one of the best memes of all of Dark Souls.
Is that the giant skeleton that looks like a dog?
No.
No, not that one.
You might be thinking of something else. It's Pinwheel. We're gonna fight Pinwheel next.
Oh shit! You're right.
Took you a second there.
Yeah, like this is iconic.
Okay. I
wonder how long it'll take. I'm going to bet like 30 seconds.
I think it'll be longer than that because I think Pinwheel actually acts very differently when under aggression mod.
Really? That's very strange.
The thing is that he has those multiples of him that he spawns. So now there will be a lot of enemies in the room, and like all of them are basically one hit to kill, except Pinwheel, who's like 2 hits to kill. But
okay.
So I like Pinwheel's story. It's a pretty good story.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's actually a good story for such a late boss.
Yeah. The thing is, too, is that, like, his masks are very important, mechanically speaking. As far as I'm concerned, I always have at least one character with each mask. Each character I have has at least one mask. Oh, wow, he's actually taking more than... Okay, well, he's dead, so, like, that was less than 30 seconds. 30 seconds. But...
That was, like, more like 10 seconds.
Okay. Yeah, that was, like, it's like, he might as well have just, like, poked his 3 heads through the door. What? Oh! What mask is it going to be?
Oh.
Mask of the Child.
So it's completely random?
There we go. Oh, yeah, you get one of his 3 masks, and, you can quote me on this, but I think that you can't have a good build without at least one of the masks. Like, I think the best optimization for your build involves at least one of the masks that Nito wears. There are plenty of good builds out there that don't involve a Nito mask, a pinwheel mask, but all of my best builds have involved a pinwheel mask.
I mean, the best one is obviously the Mask of the Father, and we all know why.
Yeah! Giant Dad! Oh, man! I'm gonna cut in a screen grab here because this was off screen, but I did encounter a giant dad when I was doing some multiplayer stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I caught a real giant dad out in the wild. Oh no! All the skeletons are here.
Just like an Australian documentary.
It's just like, the legend lives on. I found a real giant dad out in the wild in 2023 when I recorded this. Yeah. Okay. So, we have a real problem.
I didn't know you could...
because... Yeah.
Slide down the coffin?
We have Yeah, you can slide down coffins. Rolling around at the speed of sound. Okay, I'm going to drop down here for a quick shortcut. We want to keep enemy proc range to a minimum here. We don't want to get involved in anything. Oh, hi, Patches. Because even just sitting here at this bonfire means that there are going to be enemies coming. So we want to be fast, all right? For some reason, I'm warping the Firelink Shrine. Okay. Whatever, nerd. Whatever you want.
Maybe to, like, reset their position, I guess.
I don't... I think it's because I need to get the Lord Vessel put down first. I haven't put the Lord Vessel down
didn't?
yet. No, I haven't done that.
Yeah, you're
yet.
right, you didn't.
There's some... Yeah. Oh, I remember now. Yeah, okay. So we're actually going to do something pretty different, because we're going to go to New Londo. That's what we're going to do. Because, as I've said, I need to platinum this game, right? So I need to get all the Covenants, and that means that I need to beat the 4 kings before putting down the Lord Vessel. And that's how I meet Kath. And that's how I get another Covenant unlocked.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah. So that's how that's done. Yeah, so that's how that's done.
Very specific, but sure.
Mm-hmm. Oh, this is something I needed to share. So you saw that I took off the falchion, but I had when I put on the sunlight maggot, right?
Yeah. What about it?
So that's because this build is lean, all right? An extra half pound, and I will be stuck doing mid rolls, right?
Oh.
So this is like, yeah. So the thing is that I have the exact right amount of weight, and an extra half pound will throw me down to mid rolls. So like when I switch to the sunlight maggot, that has the problem of where there's an extra weight there, and now I'm stuck mid rolling. So I had to get rid of something else.
That's funny.
So this build is perfectly balanced to include the real mid-maxing here, all right? Perfectly balanced to have the best kind of output with the lowest amount of weight.
Yeah, really impressive.
At least as far as I'm concerned. Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely put... That's
like for me, the armors is just fashion for me.
No.
I don't care about the stats at all.
No, I do care about the stats because...
Does the armor stats matter in Dark Souls 1? Because
yes.
I know you can like upgrade armor sets.
And that's exactly why.
I found strange.
Mm-hmm. And that's exactly why. This is the only Souls game...
Wait, this isn't New Londo.
Yeah, Well, I can't go to New Londo until I kill a certain pooch. In case you don't know, you have to kill Sif in order to get the ring to walk the abyss, like a certain other abyss walker. So we're actually they're gonna sick animal services on me after this one, man. Oh boy.
Yeah, PETA is gonna come after you.
So, PETA suck, man. They don't actually care about animal rights.
I know, PETA. Yeah, PETA does actually inflict a lot of cruelty to animals in general.
Yeah, that's been...
Like, I've read some, like, reports about their, like, animal conservatories.
Yeah.
And they're basically just... They're more like concentration camps. Like, they're just waiting to be killed off, basically.
Yeah, it's been pretty... it's been well documented of PETA's practices and hypocrisy. Okay. So we gotta deal with the garden right now. I have some other news I actually wanted to share, in case you're interested.
Oh. Of course I am.
Stardew Valley. Have you ever played Stardew Valley?
Oh, yes, I have. I got some, like, maybe, like, 50 hours.
50 hours? Yeah.
Something like that.
I put 80 hours into the Switch version. We probably come off, like, having big... Oh, wow, I just died. Holy shit! Every fucking...
Oh, that was quick.
Yeah, holy crap. Like, 4 of them rushed me all at once. Did you see that? The aggression mod is pulling all of these guys. Okay, this is gonna be hard.
I mean, that's what aggression mod is.
Hey, what the fuck?
Okay, let me look at how many hours I have on Stardew Valley. I got curious.
Oh yeah, I had to restore my Covenant. That's it. Because I switched to Gravelord, so I need to go back to Dark Moon. There we go. Dark Moon Blade.
Okay, here's a surprise. It turns out I have 100 hours on Stardew Valley.
Ah, good for you. Good job.
Yeah.
Ugh. Yeah. So, just so y'all get it, we're not like hardcore nerds and whatnot. We play a variety of games, including cozy games like Stardew Valley. And I just died again. Yeah, this is a little tough because
expecting that.
Yeah, everything's rushing me all at once, and I'm constantly getting shot at by the mage. Okay. So, the thing is that your numbers and mine put together probably are still, like, rookie numbers compared to, like, the hardcore faithful of Stardew Valley.
That's true.
So, the thing is that...
Would you say you're good at the game? Because I suck at it. My farm is barely optimized at all. I don't care about the plant layouts and so on. I just did whatever.
No, I'm optimized. Okay, yeah, everything's rushing me at once. Holy crap. Run, run, run. Yeah. I need to kite everything because they're all going to rush me if I just start at the start of the area. So I'm going to try to fight them all on this ledge here, on this bridge.
Yeah. Very strategic.
Yeah. Wog all of them. Wog! Wog!
Wog you.
Oh, God.
Wog you.
Okay, I got 2 of them. Okay. I'm out of wog. I'm out of wog. I'm out of wogs to give. Come on.
I wasn't going to say that.
Okay, we got another one. And we got one of the knights, which means that they won't respawn. Okay, come on. No, 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 no. Okay, no,
so you fought like 5 of them at once?
I was trying to... Yeah, there's technically 6 of them, and 3 of them are don't respawn. Okay, there's 7 of them, actually. 4 of them respawn, and 3 of them don't. And we just took care of 6 of them.
That only leaves out the mage.
Okay, yeah, the mage was the real problem, because it was sniping me from like 1,000 feet away. We have 1 left, and he's hiding, so we're gonna go get him. Oh, hey there.
Oh, it's the cat. It's the
I'm gonna call you Buddy. You're gonna be my new buddy. And I'm going to feed him and cuddle him and give him canned food. I'm gonna get him his favorite Twinkie toys, you know, the ones that squeak and whatnot. He loves that. Squeaky toys, yeah.
I'm sure at least there's one Dark Souls fan who named his cat after this guy.
Yeah, they're probably weird. Alvina of the Dark Root Wood. That's weirdly parsed. Dark Root Garden sounds better.
Is this the covenant that you are talking about?
Yeah, this is another covenant.
So not the Old King one. Okay.
Very glad. Yeah, I have not joined this is the Forest Hunters Covenant.
Oh, yes.
There we go. Hey, that's like another covenant in one video. Taketh this ring. We're going steady.
A lot of covenants for a video.
Yeah, I'm still going to stick with Dark Moon because I want the Dark Moon Blade. It's going to be very important. Okay. Stardew Valley. Big news for Stardew Valley. 1.6 is coming. Release date is set for 1.6 update. It's been 8 years of Stardew Valley, and now we finally have the 1.6 update coming March 19th. Really looking forward to it.
So can you give me an overview of what's going to happen? Like new content?
Okay. Let me take a look. It's coming out for the 8th anniversary Stardew Valley, 1.6 update. What will be included? Let me take a look here. Yeah, there's a pretty significant list. I was hoping they would add giraffes at some point, but I'm just a weirdo like that. There's a new major festival that will be included. Another 2 mini festivals. No details on that, so it'll be a surprise. Hey, Shiva.
Oh, it's that guy.
Oh, I just made myself sad.
Why?
It's another fandom-related thing that we discussed. Yeah, I'm sorry.
It's alright.
Sorry. We'll keep that to ourselves. Anyway, Stardew Valley will have new late-game content. It'll expand on each of the skills. That's good. Each of the skills are going to get an update in late game. That's nice. New items and crafting recipes. That was given. JoJo alternatives to some of the endgame quests. Joja, I think it's actually. Yeah, Joja Mart. I believe it's what it's referencing. 100 plus new...
If you pick that option, then I hate you. I mean the Joja Mart.
Yeah.
You capitalist scum.
You're not wrong.
Sorry.
100 plus new lines of dialogue. Pretty vague, but pretty cool. Winter outfits for the villagers. So they actually changed their sprites and artwork. That's cool. That's nice. That's nice.
That's cute.
New types of rewards for completing billboard requests. That's actually much appreciated. PC players will get 8-player multiplayer support now. So it's pretty much double. Wow. It's double what it used to be. So that's pretty cool.
Give it a few years, then it'll turn into a Team Fortress 2 server.
Yeah, it'll turn into Team Fortress 2. There's some other more vague stuff.
Player count wise.
So yeah, there's some other vague stuff like small additions and adjustments and whatnot, secrets, but at the very bottom it says a new farm type.
What does that mean?
Well, as you know, Stardew Valley has farm layouts, right? Where you choose what layout your farm is. Is it more focused on fishing with a river through it, or is it more focused on forest?
Oh yeah, okay. You're right.
They're saying here a new farm type, which probably means a new farm layout. I want to try that out then. I want to see what it's related to actually.
Maybe combat?
Oh, could you, like, set up your own, like, training camp and whatnot? That'd be interesting.
That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah. Yeah. I put 80 hours into my original run of Stardew Valley, and I kind of stopped before the end credits because, like, I see where this is all going, and it's just too much investment. I have other games to play.
There's end credits for the Stardew Valley?
There are end credits, yes. You know, but no one actually gets. No one actually gets them. It's like Minecraft. Minecraft technically has an ending with credits, but no one actually does that.
Yeah, true. So how do you get the ending? In Stardew Valley, I mean.
I don't know.
Okay, okay. Whatever. Oh, this is the sad part. Oh man.
Yeah. So you know that there are actually 2 cutscenes related to this. This is the vanilla one. But if you do the Artorias of the
Finish
Abyss
the DLC first.
Yeah, you get a different one. This is the vanilla one. I already have... Obviously, I've played this game a million times. I've seen the other cutscene. I've recorded it, actually, too. There we go. Okay. It's Sif time!
It's siffing time.
I need a good stiff... I need a good stiff drink, is what I need.
He doesn't take, like, 1,000 damage at once. That's surprising.
Yeah, he's a little thin, but he's not... He's got some sturdiness behind him. We're on New Game Plus 3, so things will have a bit more heftiness to them. Yeah. He actually, I don't have any buff. Though. Yeah. He's no pinwheel. I don't have any buff on because I feel like my buff would run out before I would get any good strikes in because he moves around a lot. Mostly you just want to stay under him when you get the chance. Yeah. You want to stay under him when you get the chance.
I heard that he starts limping after, he drops a certain amount.
Yeah, I will showcase that. I did take steps to make sure that was visible. In fact, he has layers of, like, limping that he'll do. See, he's already slowing down.
Know that.
Yeah. He's already slowing down, which is an acknowledgement that he is getting weaker.
Oh, that was a lot of damage.
Yeah. You kind of saw him slowly walking forward.
I did.
That is, but now, there it is. There's his
that's sad.
Put the poor boy out of his misery. Yeah, slower attacks. What a shame.
Sif is supposed to be a husky, right?
He's like a wolf.
Giant-ass husky.
Huskies are derivatives of real wolves, which is what our boy Sif actually is. Yeah. Okay, that was a shame. Now I'm sad again.
Me too. Silence.
Oh boy. So I have some other news.
Oh sure.
I have some other news I wanted to share real quick, actually. Okay. Actually, I think we actually need to wrap up because we have like 2 minutes left on this recording.
You are right.
Okay, let's see it through to the end then. Okay. So, this is part 3 of our video podcast series related to Dark Souls Aggression Modded. So, we have these kind of broken up into chunks, but we're going to come back.
We're halfway there.
Yeah. We're filling in time until we finish this recording so we can get to the end of it.
Okay, so we just say that we're halfway done with the mod?
I think we're at the halfway point, yeah, after finishing ONS and Sif. I think we're pretty close to the midpoint.
Yeah, for the main game, ONS is considered to be like the midway point, so I guess...
Yeah, but with the addition of Artorias of the Abyss, there's a whole lot extra stuff involved.
Oh yes, indeed.
Mm-hmm.
You are
I didn't think that we would...
right? I forgot.
I'm absolutely doing the DLC.
And
you know, that's crazy. How did anyone figure out how to get into the DLC? Did they just have to, like, FromSoft have to tell people how exactly it worked? Because it's so esoteric, it's crazy.
I mean, in the other games, it's pretty straightforward, so I don't know. I'll have to see it for myself.
It involves backtracking to, like, the ass end of the world and, like, getting a random item and then backtracking to the ass end of the world again. Yeah.
That's silly.
Oh, by the... Yeah. Alright. Silly. I think we're gonna wrap it up now. We're gonna see y'all later. Nerds.
Later, nerds.